one story is 1.5 meters.
Okay. Yeah, press share or send.
I think was very good that you did it. Good. Now I think you have a room, I don't know, to negotiate.
Right. How much is land value? Like 450?
I don't know.
You don't know. But it's significant, right? Like, because the house isn't worth very much. I'm basically buying the land.
Yeah, what I was looking is that the lot is about 500.
535.
So that is about, is a good percentage of the area
Yeah.
that you are missing.
Right.
Nobody uses that.
Well, I think that's the restaurant. It's just it's closed right now.
That area there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put the tables there.
Right.
I know. But even this, I think it's
Because I don't know that we're going to have the time or the budget to do that. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what it costs. If it's like the renovation's going to cost $25,000 and we can build brand new for $35,000, then it's like, well, let's do brand new. Say we have 2,000 meters right against the bosque here. So what do we want to do? What do we envision? I like the look and the feel. I like the trails. I like the landscaping. I like being like I'm outdoors. I think Gilded Iguana is beautiful and it's done a great job, but it feels a little too resort-y for me. Like I could be in Hawaii, or I could be, and it's gorgeous, and I love it. Yeah, it's perfect. For me, I kind of like a little bit more of this private bungalow sort of thing, but if the structure doesn't support it, or they're in the wrong place, like the layout's a little bit strange. You've got these rooms up against the bosque, then you've got the left side and the right side, and it's like, I think it was added on over time as opposed to designed.
Oh, yeah.
And so I don't want to just put a second floor because that's where the house is and put in new windows now and then say like 5 years from now, all right, now we tear it all down, because we won't have made the money back from these little renovations. The tenants moved out, so now we can do whatever we want with it. And according to Ricardo, the current owner, like he was getting $500 a month in rent, and he's like, if you rent it for 3 nights, you make that money back. So it's better to put it in as a room than as a tenant.
Yeah.
So my point is, there's a lot of things that we can do and places that we can put a little bit of money, and we want to do it from a business perspective, so we start to generate more cash flow and then we can reinvest. What's happening, my friends? It's been a busy morning already, nonstop. It's almost 11 back-to-back meetings. We did some filming before the meeting started, and then we just met with Mauricio, the contractor, and Victor, the architect, and we walked through We've got all sorts of different ideas and looked at the blueprints and trying to figure out the staging. This season, this high season, has already been rented by the prior owners, and so we're just going to honor those reservations at that price point, and the people that bought that have basically signed up for that, and so like that's what they're going to get. But now we're planning 6-7 months forward. After the high season, what are the immediate repairs that we're going to do and changes, and we're going to stage it. So how much do we spend now, and what's the master plan look like? And then we came over here to the house that we're buying ourselves, and it's the same thing. Do we want to add an addition and a casita and a master bedroom and so on for Eric and I, or is this good enough? Or at a certain point it becomes a little piecemeal, and we toyed a little bit more with the concept of removing the pool here and putting in a commercial space. There's so much demand for retail and commercial space, and right now we're really close to the road. Maybe we move all of our living space to the back, and so just a lot of different decisions, and you can't get started early enough and get more people involved, and Erica has some thoughts, and we're just going to have to keep sleeping on it and thinking about it and figuring it out. But this is how it's done, one day at a time. So now we're going to meet Olivia. She's going to take us to a mansion that's for sale, that's also on Airbnb, and we're going to tour that property. So come along, let's go. Got it. That's the building that they kept talking about, where it's like the really nice commercial space in the front. Then they built a second story, and that's for rent, that's houses. And then I think the people that own that live in the back. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what their backyard looks like or anything, but that could be the front. And that generates real rent.
Right.
Both retail and if we put an Airbnb apartment above or something like that.
Right.
The other agent is here or no? Or the?
Oh, it's Jeff's listing.
Okay,
Yeah,
but.
the cleaners just are finishing up.
Okay, cool. Friends, it's been a long day. We're on to, battery pack, phone's dying, but it's been an amazing day. We toured 3 Airbnbs in the Nosara region. We toured the house we're interested in buying with architects and contractors and have a lot of decisions to make. We learned some things that are a little bit concerning and I don't know, may affect the deal, may not affect the deal. I'm speaking to the lawyers, I'm speaking to the brokers, I'm speaking with Erica. So I don't have any real details about what may or may not happen, but a lot of really great things happening. I got my final approval on something big I was waiting on in the Outer Banks project, so that's really exciting. And it's just been a full day, a rich day, lots of content, lots of work. It's hot and it's time for us to go in the water. I mean, that's just like a bare necessity, Charles. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to endure a little ocean time. So sorry for you. Friends, we'll be back soon.
That's some AC time.
Yeah, some AC time, yo. Woo! Woo, it is hot. Uh-oh. Between the cars and the potholes, these horses are not happy.
Do you like horses, baby?
I do.
How can you not?
You want to roll out the window?
Yeah, this is great footage.
Dude, it's awesome.
Bouncing all over the place.
Friends, I hope you found this video helpful. YouTube has been such a blessing for me because it's allowed me to educate and inspire hundreds of thousands of short-term rental hosts just like you. If you haven't noticed, I have hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel teaching Airbnb hosts a plethora of do's and don'ts. But when you're just starting out, it can be extremely overwhelming. You're probably thinking, what exactly do I do? Or where do I start? Well, if that's the case, I have a shortcut for you and it's a sweet deal. For a very limited time, I'm giving away free access to an exclusive training video where I teach you the most important part of running any Airbnb business, no matter how big or small. The things you'll learn in this training are not available on my YouTube channel. In fact, it's a critical segment of my flagship course that sells for over $2,000. So if you want exclusive access to this training today, so you can block out the noise and get clear on what's the most important for you in your Airbnb business, then click on the button on this video or visit str.university/training. Again, that's str.university/training. Remember, this is a part of my flagship $2,000 course and it won't be available for much longer. Simply click the button below to claim it for free right now.